Hey there fellow crafters, my name is George and this is the Spare Time G, and today we're gonna create this massive Sea Emperor Leviathan from Subnautica, which cannot even fit onto my table. To be honest, this project was in my list for a long time. I wanted to recreate the Sea Emperor Leviathan, the largest living creature from the first game, from Subnautica of course, and I'm quite happy to be doing it, at least today. Better later than never, I suppose. And it really consumed a large amount of clay. Pretty much it is the largest creature from the game that I have ever sculpted, and it was not even possible to fit her onto my modeling table, and I had to film on other room to get a better look at the finished product, so to say. As you saw, I started by making the basic tentacle shapes, which needs to be 7, and right now I'm working with the torso. It's not really very complicated shape of a body for the Sea Emperor. The main thing is that you really need to take a look at the reference photos in order to catch the basic shape of the body. Right now, as you can see, I'm working onto the later back part of the torso where the tentacles, the roots of the tentacles are going to be starting, and I really wanted to replicate this flow of tentacles going out from the torso and flowing away. And of course the large one is going to be in the middle. As you can see, I'm creating these irregularities onto the body as well. So as you know, I'm not a really big fan of frames, but unfortunately I had to come up with something in order to support the body weight of this huge animal's torso. Unfortunately, that's the way I had to do this thing. Of course, you can always create large and sturdy frame for wire and let them go through the arms in order for her to support the weight, but it was too late for me when I realized what kind of posture I wanted for the creature to have, and as it was pretty large and very heavy, I had to go with this frame, and that's why I did it. As you can see here, I have attached the main tail, so to say. Probably this is the main muscle for her to swim, with these large flat-like protrusions at the end. And I have also created all the details and protrusions onto the surface of the tails. As you can see here, they are resembling to other ones, but the scale of course is different. And even right now you can see other little protrusions I have added onto the back sides of the tails. I don't really know what the purpose of those things are, but they glow apparently. Here you can see the end of fins. I would like to call those guys fins, but in the game as well as in the model of course they are quite thick and look harder than a simple fins other earthly creatures have, and I do not really know what kind of purpose they are. I have started painting the back parts of the tails into the blue, and later on I will start painting the whole body as well. This is the attached portion. As you can see, the hands are finished, and the only thing which is left to do is the head. And speaking of heads, I was thinking about whales and comparing them to the Subnautica creatures, and Sea Emperor with this distinctive head and neck protruding from its torso was quite a strange looking animal. As you know, none of our whales have this narrow necks compared to the overall torso flow, but of course our guy looks like more like a turtle and reptilian thingy, so to say. I really love the design. I want to say it again, pretty much every single creature I adore in the game. I do not really know what kind of designer you have to be to come up with this awesome array of creatures, starting from the Reaper Leviathan, ending up with Emperor. And my painting process is quite messy. I wanted to show you this little tip. As you can see, my initial coloring coding was light brown, and then later on I went up with this green, and before the paint has dried up I did it so it could mix up better. And this is the final Sea Emperor Leviathan with all its glowing effects and so on. Yeah, basically this is the largest creature and the largest project from Subnautica I have ever done. To be honest, this is the finest as well, I think so. And unfortunately it is so big that I'm not really able to film it properly in different angles and so on. That really disappoints me. Unfortunately, I think that I'm a very lousy cameraman and do not really know how to show nice angles from the sculpture. And from at least this, you know what kind of end product we got. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I enjoyed creating it and also enjoy playing the game. Subnautica is one of my favorite games and first in the survival genre, and I will continue creating its creatures, leviathans or otherwise. Have a nice day and see you next time. Goodbye.